A brand new day, a brand new adventure. Our heroes make their way to the Ultimate Dungeon. But on the way there, they found an outpost. What caught their eye was the battle damage, and they chose to investigate. John cautioned Fran from rushing in as he used Identify to see what transpired. He found out that Grimm attacked recently, and there are people holed up inside. They approached and was called out by a guard. Look out. Halt, state your business. Summer. We're adventurers, and we are heading to the Ultimate Dungeon. Look out. We can't let you pass. The dungeon is overrun with Grimm, and we can't let you risk your lives taking it alone. Summer, can you let us talk to who's in charge? So, we can come to an agreement? The guard just looks back and nods to them as the gate slowly opens. What they found was numerous wounded soldiers being tended to ranging from injured to critical. The lookout came down, and they saw she was also badly wounded. Summer, are you okay? You're badly hurt. Look out. Not like the others. I don't think they'll make it through the day. John. Fran. She nods, knowing what to do. She walked to the center and puts her hands together in a prayer. Fran. Healing arts. Greater heal. Then a massive magic green circle formed from her feet and spreads throughout the camp as green light starts to be absorbed by the wounded. Then every wounded person starts getting back up. Soldier 1, whoa, what happened? Soldier 2, I was sure I was dead. Soldier 3, somebody pinch me. Look out, what? How did you do that? Summer, can we speak to your superior? She nods and brought them to their leader. Captain, Sentry, what just happened? I was surrounded by some green glow and my wounds was healed. Was there someone with healing arts? Sentry, it was this girl right here. She gestures to Fran, who just raised her hand. Fran, hello. Captain, a black cat? Who is she, and where did she come from? Fran, we came from Alessa, and we're here to take care of the dungeon. Captain, just you two? You must be rank A adventurers to think you can take out a dungeon by yourselves. Summer, actually I'm a rank while little Fran here is currently rank D. Captain, this quest is too much for a rank D. Then John materialized before her. John, I am her guardian, and we will be taking the quest together. Captain, the White Knight. But I thought the little girl was wearing a white dress. John, I forgot we did a wardrobe change, so people don't know yet. And yes, I am the knight, and we're here to deal with the Ultimate Dungeon. Captain, I see. Not only did you heal my troops, but you are about to deal with another grim horde. We heard of what happened in Alessa, and it gives me hope that you three will be taking on this task. Friend, teacher, I can listen to the request. I'm an adventurer too, you know. The knight nods and steps aside, and Fran stood forward. John, I have to remember, she's growing up. The captain explains the situation. John noticed Fran's head bobbing as he sees. John, she fell asleep? I guess she still is a kid, surely have the attention span of one. I will explain it to her later. Do you know where we can stay? Captain, we have room in the barracks. It's not safe to go out there for the time being. The Grimm get more active at night. They notice the sun starting to set. Summer, I see. Thank you for the offer. The captain then showed them the way. Juniper and Jet simply sat in the open while the soldiers gave them some food, cabbage, and meat. John just nudged Fran's ears, and she woke up. Fran, wah. What happened? John, come on, we need training, especially on your focus. Fran, okay. While Summer gets their beds set, John had Fran sit in a meditative pose while she harnessed magic. John had his arms crossed and saw Fran slightly slacking. John, don't fall asleep, Fran. If you do, you won't learn that flashy magic I used before. Fran, you mean you're teaching me light magic? John, yes, now focus. She became more enthusiastic with meditation. John, clear her mind of all distractions. She nods as she closes her eyes, but her ears twitch at the slight noises all over. John, don't pay attention to anything other than yourself. Her ear stiffens as it stops moving around. John, what do you see? Fran, nothing. It's all dark. John, picture something in your mind. Something you cherish most. It took her a while. She thought that it would be curry, but then images of two people came to mind in her dreamscape. As they looked at her, Fran begins tearing up as she reached out to them. Keenan, you did great, Fran. We are so proud of you. Premier, you have grown really big and strong, my little kitten. Keenan, you are in good hands. Premier, remember Fran. We will always love you. She reached out to them as a blinding light appeared behind them as they slowly fades. Fran was running towards them, but the light smothers her, and it was warm, and she felt safe. Then another person emerged from the light. Fran ran up to him and gave him a hug. She knew her mom and dad were gone, but she still had her father. She held on to him for dear life, and the light enters her. She opens her eyes to see John smiling at her. John, congratulations. You found your light. She looks down to her hands as she saw a bright orb of light. Fran, I did it.
John, you did, Fran. Good job.
She was jumping around like a small kid celebrating her accomplishment. John just shakes his head and chuckles. It was a productive day. After that, Summer came back and told them their accommodations were ready. The trio slept in for the night, preparing for the dungeon raid the next day. Chapter end.